so everything you've seen so far since the canyon lookout has been the little hike out to Twin Falls. So this is a little bit of a loop with a couple of waterfalls on it, Blackfellow Waterfall and Twin Falls Waterfall. So this has been epic again. So not only was it the first, not only was it Natural Bridge, where have I been since then? Oh, into that little lookout area. I almost completely forgot about that. The best lookout, well, yeah, best lookout ever kind of thing. Another hat trick for Springbrook National Park, 3 in a row, has been going absolutely wicked. Yeah, on the edge of this bowl and I'm going down into it and it's just incredible. Here we go, even more. So if you're into nature, I sure would recommend Springbrook. It is absolutely wicked. And I suppose if you're watching these videos, you're probably appreciating them as well. But if you're not into this kind of stuff, you're probably wondering why I'm getting so keen and excited for it. But it is just incredible. They yeah, they've done up the paths a bit to help people get through, but they're not properly, like, yeah, wrecking the vibes, I don't think, of the place. But oh, it is just wicked. And I'm making my way now to the bottom of Twin Falls. So yeah, I still got more lookouts and more waterfalls to go, but this place is absolutely wicked. Haven't seen any reptiles yet, but the birds have been awesome. The yeah, just this habitat type is wicked. I do like my rainforests, well, I like my savanna the most. I do like rainforests, but these type of rainforests, like, I suppose if they're subtropical or whatever they are, I like them a bit more than your real tropical dense stuff. A lot more immersive in those. There's a little waterfall there, but you see so much less wildlife, I find, especially bird life, because it's so thick and dense. Things hide away pretty easily, and the trees are so tall that you hear stuff but you don't see it. Absolutely unreal is this. Walking behind that waterfall, this little dome lagoon. The bottom of the waterfall has got this perfect little swimming place. A couple of people are in there. It's probably icy cold, but otherwise to walk behind that waterfall and have like a 360 little walk around area and go behind it, the Twin Falls. I haven't even seen the front yet. Absolutely unreal. And there's a little one off to the side here. Wow, this is incredible. Absolutely unreal. Wow, so you're leaving Twin Falls now. 11 out of 10. Oh, Place is incredible. Springbrook, I can't get over you. What a national park. It is just amazing. Absolutely incredible. So I was wondering at the top whether I knew I wanted to come down to the bottom of Twin, which was phenomenal. I thought I was just gonna see it from the bottom, but to walk around it as well, go behind it, even better. And that's already juiced me up. I was gonna just come down here and then go back up. I'm like, I won't do the whole loop because it's a circuit. You can come down here and go up, or you can do the whole circuit. But I'm definitely going on to Blackfellow Falls now. Even if it's, a little trickle off the side, like, I just want to be immersed in here for so much longer and see what I'm seeing. It is unreal. Unreal here. And I can't get over it. I'm gonna be reeling from this all larvae, I reckon. There's another waterfall up here. So what a day. What a day, and it's only, what's 2 o'clock. Still got probably another hour of walking. I got 1 hour to get home, but I can get home late. Doesn't matter too much. Look at that one. You're just poking through there. But yeah, if you're coming up to South East Queensland, Springbrook so far has been unreal, and it keeps getting better. Probably one of the better national parks I've been in, to be honest, if not the best. It is absolutely incredible, just for what you're seeing. And I love this kind of land-based stuff, the mountains and the forests and the water coming off. Oof, it is beautiful. For this kind of stuff, it is great. Yeah. Ooh. But now I'm thinking of every national park I've been through, and they've all got little good things about them. If I wanted to go looking for birds and stuff like that, and reptiles and goannas, reptiles are reptiles, birds of prey and stuff like that. Litchfield National Park, you want to go to the Daintree if you want to see cassowaries. Here is just wicked for waterfalls if you want to go swimming and see that kind of stuff. And unreal. Unreal. Can't get over it. Another epic falls. Yeah, slightly less cool than Twin Falls, just because there wasn't a big swimming. I know, to look at, Twin Falls was nice. You had this big open area you could stand a bit back and appreciate it. Had a swimming hole if you were keen, but otherwise, in terms of walking behind, Blackfellow was definitely better. You were real pushed up against the cliff. The waterfall was right down beneath you, and you had to like pass through a bit of it to get behind. And it was right there, and then you had a beautiful view out over the range, so or just the landscape, not the range. But that was incredible. Yeah, to walk behind it and just be sort of right up against the cliff, whereas it was a lot more sort of easy for everyone and sort of man-made sort of thing, vibes, whatever words going on. And yeah, that at Twin Falls. So either way, 2 waterfalls, absolutely incredible. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for much else this afternoon, because it does get darker a bit earlier here, in Lower Queensland, or it's just the time of year and whatnot we're getting into. But I'm so glad I continued on. What is this? Caterpillar? So glad I continued on with my journey and did Blackfellow Falls, because that was beautiful as well. That was absolutely incredible. And the bush track that I've been walking along and what I've been seeing has been absolutely enthralling, incredible. So many superlatives. Best mate Nick in South Australia goes, oh, you use so many superlatives. You go, wow, incredible, ooh, cute, like just so many big descriptive words. I heard a bird just then, of how fantabulous it was. And yeah, I always think of you, buddy, when I use those words and see these things. Yeah, and as absolutely incredible as this place is, you just wait a couple of years and we'll be in the territory. There'll be another guy in these videos, hopefully, or just, and we're going to be seeing some wicked stuff. Mark my words, soon. But until then, I'm going to take in whatever the world has to offer. So I'm recording on my phone now because my GoPro battery went flat, and the one I thought I had, I have a box with all my accessories. It fell open in the car. I thought I put everything back in, but I didn't put a spare battery that was in there, unfortunately. So that's why that is. Just can't get over the habitat change. So I've just gone from, like, yeah, your tropical rainforest, some crimson rosellas, you can't see them, but you can hear them. Some like subtropical rainforest, up through some more eucalyptus stuff, and now I've just come out into this sort of scrubby heathland with tea trees and that kind of stuff. Look at this tea tree sort of scrubbish stuff, and then there's some casuarinas up there, little she oaks. Like the habitat difference, it just all of a sudden I've just come into this different habitat type. What's this, like some type of rush? I know knobby club rush, but I don't know any others. Pretty close to the road now, unfortunately. Oof! A pretty good bird is just flying in. But all of a sudden I wasn't seeing anything, or much bird life, and in this last little bit I've seen heaps, and my GoPro battery's gone flat. So I'm going to get off this, I'm going to try and record binos and phone, and see how I go. Alright, so I'm back again on the GoPro. I ran back to the car. I wasn't too far. I jogged back to the car. Was not too far at all, maybe a couple 100 meters. Now I've got a spare battery. Now I'm going back because I thought I saw a Bayesian thrush in that little clip on my phone. I was, yeah, a bit dodgy film footage, but otherwise as I looked over I was like, oh crap, that's something cool, in that little heathy spot, or tea tree area. So there was a couple of cool birds. The thrush, which I thought was a Bayesian, jumped up and then flitted away. There was some yellow robins that I was trying to film that I'm going to try and go back for as well, in this sort of habitat. You can see only a couple 100 meters from the car was that little heathy spot, and I'm probably about, yeah, 50 odd meters at the moment. So it comes out of nowhere, that habitat, but there's a few little different birds I want to try and film just to finish off this video. But otherwise, the way the time's going, I'm going to go back past some lookouts and some waterfalls if they're close to the to the road. But otherwise, I reckon I'm going to head back after this or after that shortly. Not any more walks because it's 3:30 now. So I've spent a couple of hours walking around and doing this, which is a bit longer than I anticipated, but I've had an absolute wicked time. And I'm only stayed longer than it says to take you about 2 hours. It's taken me, two and a half hours. It's like I got here at about 1 o'clock or something like that. So just a little added extra time for stopping and filming and birds and whatnot. No extra footage of thrush or yellow robin as yet. I left the Twin Falls and Blackfellow Falls walk, and now I'm at Goomoola picnic area and Falls lookout. So there's like a little barbecue, picnic tables. The creek is right there. We're following this beautiful little path. There's another little secluded picnic table. There's toilets here as well, so it is a perfect spot for a picnic if you came for lunch. There's the creek, and then that little creek there, you're going to go to its falls, which is only 100 meters up, which is absolutely fantastic. That's what I'm keen on, being so close after what I've done so far. Look at that, another barbecue and even undercover picnic area. Springbrook, golly, there's not much that you can hate on about Springbrook. I haven't caught anything just yet. The facilities are fantastic. What you're actually seeing is fantastic. Not that these people have done much in terms of what you get to see. I mean, they put in the infrastructure to help you out. Oof. Because putting out this lookout, I'm seeing it already. Absolutely unreal. The views you have over this region are incredible. The falls sort of cease, and then bam. Unreal. Unreal. How good, hey? How good. Some little swifts getting around. I don't know what species, but beautiful. The amount of waterfalls around here is amazing. It's beautiful. I think the best part about this and why it works so well is because, as you can see all the way along, on the plateau, and there's just this sheer cliff. This ridge line is just sheer cliff, and so there's so many opportunities for waterfalls. So many opportunities for lookouts and vantage points. It is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Well, I'm feeling pretty fulfilled after today. The last two waterfalls were nice. They were just lookouts. They weren't circuit walks. Springbrook Falls, unfortunately is usually a circuit walk, but a lot of it's closed off because apparently recent storms mean that, there you go, it's closed. It's unsafe to walk and go down. So it was just a lookout. It was still beautiful. I have come from the wet tropics, so in my mind, everything was absolutely pumping. The rain was coming down, there was floods, there was water everywhere. That waterfalls, Barron Gorge, up in the Kuranda region, was absolutely going. I've come down here and everything's just sort of trickling by because it's summer at the moment. Down in these regions where it's more dry. It's summer up in the north as well, but it's the wet season rather than sort of more of a drier time this time of year. So still beautiful, but otherwise it wasn't going as hard as it could or would have in the better times, or the wetter times. So either way, absolutely awesome. That one before, Milu, can't remember the name of that one, it was a bit different, but otherwise everything I saw today has been absolutely fantastic. I got in at about 9:30, it's 4:22, so I've had a full day here. I'm a bit tired because of the walk. I'm exhausted because I've just been going and doing this all day, seeing all this awesome stuff, but I feel pretty fulfilled. It has been a wicked day nonetheless. If you are in and around the South Queensland region, do please come here. It's fantastic if you're into this kind of stuff, obviously, but it is well worth it. An awesome national park. Look at the size of that one. But otherwise, I'm going to end it here. It has been a wicked day, as I've said many a times. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it if you have made it this far into the video, if you're enjoying them and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I appreciate just putting it out there and some birds and having people yeah, enjoy what I'm putting out and seeing, basically, my adventures. So cheers for being here. Have a good one. Do what you love, and yeah, and try and get out there and explore your local area. If it is the South Queensland region, go and do it. If it's anywhere else, just try and do something that yeah, lights your fire. All right, have a good time, guys. Have a good life. And that was a weird way to end it, but we'll end it on that note anyway. Until next time, cheers.